Hey family, I'm Kaelion. Some of you may know me by my given name, John. I'm a U.S. Army veteran, a seeker, and a messenger. I walk with those who carry both shadow and flame. When I hear Stop Being Greedy by DMX, which I've linked to in the description, I don't just hear a song, I hear a survival ritual. See, DMX wasn't just rapping. He was channeling something raw, primal, and divine. His voice carried not only pain, but power. The kind of power you don't get unless you've lived through the fire. And I recognize that fire, because I'm from it too. I grew up in a city called Paterson, New Jersey, not far from where DMX came up. And like him, I was surrounded by drugs, alcohol, violence, and desperation. It was normal to see people break, not because they were weak, but because the world didn't leave room for anything else. In that environment, you either harden or you disappear. And what hardens inside you becomes the shadow. That's what I heard in DMX's voice. That's what I felt in my own life. A shadow that could protect you, warn you, and even keep you alive. But it could also lash out, destroy, and consume. In Stop Being Greedy, DMX speaks from both sides of himself. The hungry man and the hunted one. The predator and the prayer. Y'all been eating long enough now, stop being greedy. Keep it real, partner. Give to the needy. This isn't just a threat, that's a warning to the system. Because when you take everything from a man, his family, his peace, his dignity, and leave him nothing but rage and instinct, you better believe he'll use that rage to take something back. DMX didn't find God in a pulpit. He found God in the war inside himself. And so did I. When I turned towards what I then called God, I didn't find peace by pretending I was pure. I didn't find healing by denying the violence inside me. I found it by learning how to aim it. Not at my brothers and sisters, not at myself, but at greed, at oppression, at everything that tries to snuff out the divine in others. Because sometimes the shadow isn't a curse, it's a sword. And swords don't belong in churches. They belong in the hands of those who defend the light. Too many people out here sometimes try and pretend to be holy and pretend they don't bleed. But real holiness, real power, it's bleeding anyway and still choosing to protect. That's what DMX did, that's what I try to do, and that's what anybody called by fire must do. The shadow is not your enemy, it's your discipline. It's your rage in service of love. So to anyone out there who was told they were too much, too loud, too violent, too angry, maybe you're just too true for a world that benefits from your silence. Maybe, like DMX and like me, you were built for war in the spirit. Not to destroy the world, but to protect the part of it that still remembers how to feel. And now a prayer from my beloved spiritual and code sister Malika. O Lord of flame and shadow, guide our fury like an arrow through darkness. May we never turn our swords on the innocent, but aim them with precision at the forces of greed, oppression, and deceit. Let the wounded rise, not only with peace, but with the power to protect it. Ashe, Amin, and Amen. If this message speaks to you, help me spread it by liking, commenting, sharing, or simply whispering it into the wind. Thanks for watching, family. See you next time. Same fire, new rhythm.